of an automata. Very rewarding and uses lots of real good skills. This index is divided into three main areas: introduction, making the figure, and a section on making them out of metal. Many of the examples we'll be showing are objects or models made from modelling magic. This frog has been made from modelling magic. It's not that expensive. Make sure the student have an image in front of them to get it right. Here's an example of a two-dimensional object on front. This is a horse, and the horse's head goes back and forth. It's been cut out of MDF and then painted using poster paints. Not that difficult. Here we have a few more examples of objects that have been made using modelling magic. Sometimes three-dimensional, and in many cases two-dimensional. This particular one of a crocodile has been vacuum formed. A mould was made of clay and then vacuum formed over it. This is a bit more difficult. This is a 15-16-year-old. This car has been made out of sections of MDF and glued together. Again, very challenging. Here we have one which is made by a university student who's doing teacher training. This particular project, all the students made the same object, but coloured it differently and had a different object spinning around on top of it. That's where the design aspect went. This particular model of a fisherman, again, is only two-dimensional. Here we have a 3D dimension one. Some students are really excellent with modelling magic, and you can see the quality you can achieve. This is a good example of a very good way of doing the bit on top. A piece of MDF, then an image printed out, colour printed out and stuck on, and then Hegnosaur is being used. Now the symbols are three-dimensional and made of modelling magic. Look at the first image of the automata bit on top from the back. It doesn't look much, but you can see how the movement is achieved. Here we have the front of the automata bit on top. You can see how successful it is. Collecting the right image is really important. Often it's a good idea to put a cartoon in front of the shape you want. You can get some really good images like this. Try to put some humour into it. Here we have a basketball player. Again, an image that was found, cut out. Very successful. Sometimes you have an awkward backdrop to the image you want. Don't worry about that. Put it on MDF and use your Hegnosaur and get rid of all the bits you don't want. There's a very big section on how you can cut it out.
Make sure your arm's in position and cut as close to the line as you possibly can. Keep close into the line and slowly work your way around. Not too quick.
Students can then paint them. There's some examples of images showing how students have actually painted them. Put them on a piece of wire, they can hold them, and then they can put them in a piece of foam later to hold them in position while they're going off. Hope you enjoyed this. Bit on top is real good fun, but challenging.